An Android, you just Bluetooth it, you're good.
Yeah.
No, I actually had to turn something on. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that before.
And it was like 10, 12 minutes. It was, oh, that's so good. I'm so fucking, because you can't recreate it.
But my old phone, the charger port was messed up. I was like, maybe it's got a bunch of shit in it. So I got their hose, blew it out, blew the fucking mic out on it. So, but it wasn't like the regular talking mic. It was just like for speakerphone or doing videos. So anytime I've done a video in the last few months, since I had to go back to that was my backup phone, it's just kind of like in the background, you're on your fuck. You go to the edit, try to turn everything up. It's just a hassle.
Does she get the door open?
Yeah.
She's like, I can never get the door open. Can I bring him one? Yeah, I brought him one. Embarrassing him.
Thank you, man.
You take the brown seat there.
Brown sugar. Test it out first.
Well, I'm live on there. Let me see. Put the mic on.
Dave, can you type something on the live chat on the YouTube one? Let's make sure it comes up here.
These mics work better than those last ones I had, so hopefully. The most awkward part of all this is this part right here, where you're just trying to figure out.
You just look at people. It's far in. We're just looking at each other.
Can we see what's
Jordan
going on? Can you hear what's going on?
Disappears.
Yeah, Jordan disappears.
Did you type something?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I should probably, because I wrote something about that stars on my, because it kept pissing me off, popping up stars. Then I realized, oh, that's how they monetize you. I'm like, oh shit.
Nobody ever. Well, on the live, sometimes people send stars, but usually, like overall, nobody sends many stars really. And it's like over a month, I got like $5 worth of stars. So you send like 200 stars, let's say $2. So it's not really that part of it kind of sucks. What's up there, Todd?
Maybe.
I don't know if you can hear us well. Anybody let us know?
What's the audio sound like?
Yeah, what?
Check.
Radio check. Simon says he's gonna start.
Check!
Yeah, that works.
Turn the hearing aid down on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. That's it. I'm leaving.
Hey. It's the right ear now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Simon says he's gonna send some stink stars. That's gross, dude. This is a family fucking deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, is there rules?
No,
Not really.
This don't say like a bunch of racist stuff.
Okay, no racist stuff.
Can't say some bunch of
So
stuff about the
can't- what?
gays.
No, we got to start with the race stuff. Did you watch the Super Bowl? The white boy from Iowa,
I know some.
the Gene.
Who?
There is a white cornerback from Iowa that runs a 4.42 40-yard dash, which is like 2
He ain't
point.
full-blooded.
He's from Iowa.
I don't know, man. I mean, that sounds like a really white place, but surely.
The video of all his family and friends in the restaurant watching the Super Bowl, you're like, is that 1920s Alabama?
I'll be honest. We race against some guys from Iowa. They're pretty fast too. So I don't know about running, but they're white also. So I don't know if there's any relation there.
If you'd have told me that this guy was a linebacker, a tight end, I'd been, yeah, okay, yeah, he's from Iowa, I believe it. But corner?
What, dude? I thought all the quarterbacks were white. I thought that was a rule for years. I just didn't know.
Cornerback. He's the guy that chases the wide
Oh,
receiver.
a cornerback?
Yeah,
He's
got
got
to
the
chase.
quarterback.
No. Oh, I got that.
I don't know. I don't know enough about football.
Me and Billy don't know a whole lot about football.
So, all right, so the wide receiver's supposed to be the fastest guy, right?
Okay.
All right, I mean, come on. Who's the best? If we pick 20 NFL wide receivers and you named them, there's not going to be very many white guys on that list.
Right.
He's got to chase them to be faster than them,
Right,
which
right.
is unheard of, and like anywhere in sports.
Right.
But we ain't talking about. We're talking about racing.
Right.
Well, we're talking about whatever.
Well, foot racing, hell, I'll race.
No, so my wife asked me. I said, I gotta go to this podcast, the Infield Tractor Tire. She said, "What is that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She said, "What's a track? What's the Infield Tractor Tire?" And I'm sitting there trying to explain to her. Well, shit, sometimes you have a field. There's tractors. They got tires on them. And she's like, "You don't know what it is." And I was like, "No, I don't."
Well, since you don't know, and our viewers here, Brandon here does not know shit about racing. So
That's
it's
fair.
it's a perfect way to get some good questions,
Yes.
right? It's like the new guy at work, gonna ask you a bunch of dumb questions.
Oh shit!
So-
Why I gotta be the new
You're
guy?
the new guy. So
The fucking new guy.
yeah. But anyways, Infield Tractor Tire, you can get on like dirt track racing mainly, like what we
Okay.
do. In the infield, they'll have big tractor tires painted white, kind of lining the infield. That way, people don't cut across
All
the
right.
infield. Well, most people, when I started the page, it was just because most people hated them because they keep hitting them. Right? They're not on the track, but people clip them. I've hit them. He's hit them. Everybody's hit them. If you're racing, you hit them. So
And
you
they don't
hate 'em.
move because they're big and heavy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they tear shit up.
You tear your car up.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you just
so
bounce
people
off.
hate them, and I'm on here making memes and talking shit to people. So it was just kind of a funny way to name the page, and now it's stuck, But
So playing ping pong off the tractor tires isn't intentional?
yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I figure like the whole hobby's expensive just in general though.
Yeah,
It's not cheap hobby.
Wrecking is probably the most expensive.
I
part.
was in Vegas one time having a good run. Like it was a big, Vegas only runs once a year there. And I was in the main event, headed forward, and I got squeezed down. And I hit the tractor tire so hard that the left front tire just went straight up. And I was like, well, I'm fucked. We're done now. it went straight up and over, and that was it. That was the end of my night.
Yeah,
End of the weekend.
the only chance I ever had to really win a sport mod race, I was at Rose Bowl and running second, clipped a fucking tire. Fucking sucked.
Now, when he went to Australia, they don't allow him. Or they don't.
Yeah, they're banned over there. So it's kind of funny. Like I got merch and stuff that says banned, the Infield Tractor Tire, because they ban they can't have nothing within I forget what it is. It's in meters, so that's why I don't remember it. But so many feet. I'd say like 20 feet of the track or something. So yeah, so there's nothing in there that you can hit because people kept bitching about hitting stuff or something. I don't know.
So what's the block of cars for going across?
Nothing. I got all of it in the infield a couple times actually when I was over there. Well, I'm on the opposite side of the car. I'm going like this, and I'm like where I'm usually at on the track, what I think. But then the side of the car goes on the inner bank, and I'm like, oh shit. But I actually talked to Donna's the other day. He called me a couple days ago. Whatever, it's my Australian buddy that I drove for over there. He comes over here and races some too, and that's how we all met. And he was driving my car or it's his car, but it's my car that I drive over there, just testing it out, getting it ready for me when I come back. And they're like unibody cars or whatever. They don't have like full frame. And he hit something in the rear end or the floorboard and everything ripped in it.
Oh, shit.
Pretty much ripped the rear end out of it where it's all mounted up underneath there. I said, well, you got to send me some pictures of that because I've never seen no shit like that happen. We have full frame stuff, so it don't, you don't fuck shit up like that. You don't rip floorboards out.
What they running in Australia? They running shit like we do, or they just?
It's a little different because their cars are all different. You know what I mean? Like a lot of their cars look like a lot of our front wheel drive stuff, but it's rear wheel drive.
A lot of them look like video game cars.
Yeah.
Like they really don't have a maker. Because on video games they won't have the Chevys and they just kind of have a generic car.
Yeah, is that's a Cobalt? No, that's a Taurus? No, what the fuck is that? That's what I was doing the whole time. And there was a few, you're like, okay, that's a Torino. I know what that one is, or a Toronto, or whatever the fuck they call them, and you kind of get the idea of some of them, but then the rest of them, you're just like, that's a car for sure, you know.
Who's even making cars for the Australian market?
Holden is over there, and then they just like different cars. Like Ford has different cars over there. The car that I drove was I would say it was like a 4-door Mustang, like a four-door Fox body Mustang. Kind of what it looked like. Because I raced the Mustang when I was a teenager, and that's just kind of what it looked like underneath, and you know, inside it just kind of seemed like that. It was all built the same. Now, if it is, I don't fucking know, but that's what I thought of it was, and it was a Ford. So, but you never heard of no Cortinas over here, unless it was a Mexican restaurant.
What have you been doing, man?
Man, I have been working nonstop, and then I do comedy on the side. I actually had to take a 90-day break.
Yeah.
Podcast don't count as comedy, so
Yeah.
I told my wife more to take a break because I just spent like 3 days. I did like 3 shows in a row, and it was like 800 miles, and I'm old and fat, and that sucked. The show's great, but the traveling, I haven't done no traveling in at least 4 years as far as doing any major traveling for work, and I've never traveled to do comedy. I ain't been doing this very long, but I was like, I need a 90-day break. I'm gonna write some jokes. And then, Louisiana, 3 shows in the middle of nowhere, and a daiquiri shop. Boy, it was a great show.
Hell yeah. Everybody get drunk.
Dude, they were drunk by the time we got there.
Perfect.
And the daiquiris, so I guess in Louisiana, they sell whatever they want, wherever they want, out of whatever window they can put it out
Right,
of.
yeah.
Because they had daiquiri machines, and they just had bottles of liquor turned upside down. And every once in a while, he'd go over and hit that little button, and he'd mix a little more. And it was very stout. And Monroe's a long
Monroe's
way.
a long way. There's a racetrack over that way. It's a long ways over there.
By the time I got to Shreveport, I was tired.
Did you work with Glenn Stewart on one of them? I thought I saw, or no?
Which Glenn was on the last one. He was on that last show. I did a Thursday in Monroe. I did Friday. I come over to Mount Enterprise. Y'all know where Yellow Rose Canyon is?
Not right.
Where what?
Yellow Rose Canyon is.
Mm-mm.
Man, I don't know.
I know where Durango Canyon is.
It's not. There were a bunch of bike rallies and
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
used to
that.
go there and paint naked women at the Durango Canyon.
Yeah, that might be what it used to be called.
That might be. It's over in Mount Enterprise.
Yeah, Mount Enterprise.
Yeah.
The big old hole in the ground that's got that stage.
Yeah.
He's been doing shows over there.
Yeah.
And
That's a badass spot.
yeah, it is the best spot.
I've seen so many naked people out there, and most of them I didn't want to see naked, but I've seen them.
If you need to see some titties, a weekend out there at a bike rally, you're gonna see plenty.
Yep. Or even if you don't want to, you're like, please roll those back up. I'm done.
We
You know,
appreciate
I almost
you.
stepped on one time when I was there.
We went to one, and my favorite part was they had the guys, what do they call the prospects, and they had them dressed in tutus and stuff, and they had this contest. They had this field goal kind of thing, and they had the hot dog. Well, the guys would take their ladies, and they had to see how much mustard they could wipe off of that hot dog, you know, how far they could get it down. But they was making them prospects do that too, you know. And those guys, the prospects they didn't know me from Adam, but I'd set up with metal art and stuff. But they had to come and ask you if you wanted a beer. They had them guys taking care of the whole place, making everybody happy. And but it was cool.
Well, I painted like a 70-year-old woman's titties there one time, and
Not mama.
I had to lift them up to paint under them. You know, there was like a cat, like a
But
cat.
still, I knew you could say seals diving.
Under them was a cat's mouth, right? So when she got up on stage, she did like this, and it looked like a cat laughing, tossing a bomb like this, which was the other titty. And it was real awkward for me, you know, because I had to. She's gotta grab it, stretch it out to get through the wrinkles. You know what I mean?
Oh, you hold a nipple in your teeth.
I just set it up on my shoulder.
Gotta get a broomstick.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, you mind tucking this behind your ear? Yeah, it was a lot of crazy experiences over there for me. Because it's not just women that get naked; it's everybody's over there getting naked. And I had a motorcycle over there one time in the bike show, and here comes this big old cowboy, and all he was wearing was cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. And I tell you what, he didn't need to be naked. You know what I mean? And I was like, it's too warm out here for you to be looking like that, buddy.
Right.
And he started getting close to my bike. I had to go over there and say, hey, dude, you need to back up. There ain't Peter tracks on the tank, son of a bitch, for fighting. I ain't dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm not gay, but some guys are nice looking, you know.
Well, I mean, some of you are like, well, that's fucking impressive. I'll give you that. Please put it up. You know?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that let's keep the pizza meat put up rule.
But you know, if it looked like a button down there, it's also like, hey, get a small piece of cloth and cover that thing up. You're embarrassing me.
If he had any decency, he'd be a little bit heavier, so you couldn't even tell he was naked.
Yeah, it is. It wasn't always a sight to see out there. You know what I mean? You had to wait till late in the night, you know, for the strippers to show up.
Oh, there's Donna's on
Oh yeah. Hope you guys don't slip over that bullshit on the floor. Man, you know we don't talk no shit. We don't talk no shit or nothing. I was laughing when we was watching the last couple episodes of the Billy Down Under deal, because it's mostly just me and Dave there talking, and I done got drunk, and I'm not shutting up. I'm just saying all kinds of shit and stuff, and Jesse's like, yeah, you done got drunk. Yeah, I might have got a little fucked up.
Well, speaking of Jesse, he says, badass, y'all got Colt Ford on with you. Chris had said best advice is stay away from racing.
Yeah, well, Chris don't know what the fuck he's talking about. That's my brother Jesse. What's funny is I went viral with this video giving my nephew a puppy for trick-or-treating, right? And my brother's in it, you know, and he's like, oh, no, whatever. And everybody kept saying that he looked like Post Malone. Not a one tattoo, but everybody thought he was Post Malone or whatever. And he was like, do I look like I stink? Like, what's going on?
They keep telling me, they was telling me, you look like Jelly Ross. I guess I'm going to go get me one of them fake face tattoos, so I can at least sign a couple titties out there.
Right,
you know,
right.
get a good ROI on my investment.
You just yell out, somebody save me.
That's, you know, very seldom do you catch me without a Sharpie in my pocket. And I tell everybody it's because I'm a fabricator and that I, you know, just need it and I'm used to carrying them. But once you've signed some titties, you'll always carry a Sharpie with you.
You gotta be ready. You know what I mean?
You don't have to turn them down. I don't have a Sharpie.
Yeah. I'll look anyways, but pull it out while I'm looking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That signing titties is always a handy deal, you know. Unless they only have like one titty. That's weird.
I'm still do the best we can.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I've never run into
Or it's a
this
man's
one.
titty.
Did Jordan
Yes.
forget how to use the door?
Probably. Just speak up if they need to come in trouble. Most of them are twist and pull.
Have y'all been going back to the open mics?
We went Monday. We've been a couple times here recently. Billy had that his documentary was on Monday nights. They'd released that 6-episode
Really?
documentary
Yeah, documentary?
Yeah, about when I went to Australia.
when he went over to Australia and raced and all that. So
What cool words did you learn?
Cunt. Some other stuff like that.
The most fun one?
yeah,
Yeah,
he said that's just over there.
And they just say that like we say damn over
that's
here.
a comma. You know what I mean?
He said that's what Hold on, give me a pen and write that down.
Somebody
Yeah.
had that. One of your guys has it right on the back of their. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Hank over there. His back of his car said, "See you next Tuesday," cunt, you know. And then they also have, there's a big ad up there. So like the northern part of Australia is the Northern Territories. And they had some ad going that said, "See you in the Northern Territories," which is cunt. Like, I was like, somebody didn't think that through, or somebody really slipped something in there, you know?
First time I ever said that word, my wife cried for 2 days. She literally, "Hey, that?" 2 weeks later, I come in the house, I hear some giggling in the back. She's on the phone with her friends. They're on the group chat, and they're just saying the word left and right. And now I can't get her to stop saying it. It's so bad the 16-year-old wants to say it.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. I gotta draw the line.
It's a fun word.
That's a fun word. And it's a fun word to get women to call the cops on you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's not illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, I could say it. Quit being one, and this wouldn't be a problem.
One lady called the cops. I didn't even call her. I just, why do you have to be? Like, what? That's a question.
It's like you tell a woman, "You're acting like a bitch." So you just called me a bitch? No, I said you was acting like one. I'm trying to tell you to calm it down.
Telling them to calm down has not worked yet for me. I try. I'm working on it. I'm working on the delivery. One day I'm gonna tell them to calm down. They're gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably ain't gonna be today.
practice makes perfect.
Right? Eventually, you only gotta be right once.
Yeah. Eventually, she'll calm down.
Stacy said Skinny was on, so she saw it.
Yeah, it's not official if you don't see the nipple. So
That's a very fine point.
that is true. I mean, it's just skin until you see a nipple.
It just kind of happened.
A titty's not a titty without a nipple.
Right. Yeah. Dave says he's still sorry to hear about Gator. Yeah, me too. We got does Lee have a pit dog? No, Lee don't have no dogs. He lives too close to the highway, he said.
Yeah.
I tried giving him puppies back when I had
Right,
puppies,
yeah.
but he wouldn't take
Stacy
them.
are always trying to get dogs, but now
Y'all get to hear dogs.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Y'all get to hear them.
And I love dogs. I mean, I just like when going over to your house with Gator.
Yeah,
And just,
you and Gator are best friends.
yeah, and
I think he would have loaded right up with you.
yeah, I just don't. We don't have the spot for one. I don't want to have to find somebody to take care of them when we go racing for a weekend or go doing whatever we're gonna do, boating, racing, anything. They can go boating, but
Yeah.
so and you can go racing too, but there's still you just gotta.
I hate having dogs at the track because there's some might scare them, or I don't know, they're barking at something, or I don't know. I'm just leave them at the house.
Part of my problem too, though, is
Just like damn kids.
I like mean dogs. I kind of like dogs that are big and might be a little bit mean, and so they're not always easy to take places.
Gator just looked like he was mean.
Right.
But the only time I ever heard him growl was with you.
Right, yeah.
You're over there
Well, I could get him to draw blood usually every time I was over there, but we were just having fun.
He'd walk off mad. I had this big Rottweiler that died in December, and he'd walk off mad from Lee because Lee fucking with him. And then he comes over, he's trying to get Lee's laugh. Hey man, you want to fuck with me some more?
Uh-huh.
But Lee needs a pet dragon. We're not in China. I don't think we got dragons over here.
Yeah, well, it's because I do a good job.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I tell you what, if there's any dragon chasing going on, it's right over here next to the lake.
If you haven't seen any dragons, haven't been attacked by a dragon lately, you can thank me.
Yeah.
If you have seen dragons lately, thank your drug dealer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing a hell of a job.
Yeah. Yeah, we geckos or something, but no.
Yeah, bearded dragons,
Bearded ones, yeah.
usually owned by white people.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of Hispanic folks with those, but
Unless they're on boots.
unless they turn them into boots. You're right.
Very nice boots, by the way.
Very pointy boots.
Was there a reason why they're pointing? I never understood the reason of the point. Notice how many have any.
The point is not even the thing that always noticed me. It's the curve up.
Yeah, what is
Those it's like they're gonna poke themselves in the thigh with them
Oh.
or something.
So, okay,
I don't know enough about it.
Are
I
there
just don't.
ski slopes in
so-
Mexico? Is there like?
yeah.
At some point, surely. On a mountain.
So I think the original cowboy boot and the point on the cowboy boot, I think was it originally to, if your foot come out of the stirrup, so that it funneled into the stirrup good enough. And the heel on the cowboy boot is definitely made to keep it from going through a stirrup.
Right.
That's the design. But once they got into the elf, then that's just purely.
Well, you know why they make the square-toed boots? That way you don't roll your ankle while you're sucking dick.
Damn.
So there's that. There's a story behind everything.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah.
I'm writing that one down too.
And say what Skinny say? Shelby went to the Lone Star 600 2 years ago. She's used to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting that's his dog, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. She's probably used to the races if
I
she's
guarantee
Skinny's
it,
dog.
yeah.
Used to cars backfiring.
Yeah, she was.
That's one of them old calm dogs.
I guarantee you she was upset that she didn't get to come to the Lone Star 600 this last time.
Yeah.
Skinny was flying. It was all that he was nervous about flying, but he was glad to
Yeah, it
do
was his
it.
first time
So,
flying.
Skinny, it's an opposite name. If so,
Okay. No, flying fat sucks. I've flown fat and it was miserable. Like next to me didn't like it, I didn't like it. I was glad when she moved over across the way. I was like, ooh, thank you, Jesus.
I've never even flown fat, but I understand. It sucks.
It's a tight space.
Fucking, I sat on my nuts for 16 hours from San Diego to Melbourne, Australia. That sucked. That's a long flight. I had a flat spot on my ass.
I wouldn't have made it. 3 hours to Chicago from DFW. And I've never even been in a fucking airplane.
Dude, my first flight in a big airplane was from there to Chicago.
Chicago's the worst fucking place if you've never been in an airport before.
Oh, I was nervous. Straight, I had to run like a mile, which is not in my routine, you know, and to catch the next plane to fly to Minnesota. Holy shit! I was worn out, and then sit next to a kid that cried the whole time in French. There's a little black girl that only spoke French, and she's crying the whole time, just wee wee wee. You can't calm her down. You know, it's like, you know, it's gonna be all right. But I'm just like, French toast or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. It was fucked up. Donna said he's pumped about the 600 going to be at Rocket. But yeah, he's got to run at Rocket after the 600 when they took their enduro car and switched it over to make it legal for up there. He ran up there, so yeah, I'm excited to go up there too. You need to come to one of these races with us and
Well,
get a
Yeah.
feel. Yeah. Get a good feel of what the fuck we're always talking about, but. And then, you know, if you end up getting one, then you'll be broke your whole life.
All I need is a hobby that's going to take some money.
There's Ramon, also from Australia. He's a big-time announcer over there. He come over here this year, too.
What time is it in Australia right now? They stay up, ain't it? Is
I
it
think-
early or late for them?
I think it's like around lunchtime, like 11
Take your ass
12
to
or
work.
something. Yeah.
Hell you doing?
Yeah.
Get back doors.
Yeah, guys, what time is it over there right now? I forget. Me and Dave was talking about that the other day, what time this usually is, because he's like, it's kind of an awkward hour for him to get on here. And then usually, I haven't seen our buddy from Canada on here yet either. But
How are they doing since the tariffs kicked in? Are they all right up there?
yeah.
They good?
Yeah, I think so.
We're still friends with them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. We're us in Canada's good.
Oh yeah, well us in Canada, yeah. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know about military person.
We don't know about the politics of it all.
Yeah,
I was just worried about getting parts. I didn't give a fuck about the politics because every time they're going to change something, it takes me months to get something. COVID hit, you know what I'm saying? When COVID hit, the worst part about it is it's going to be 8 months to get this pump. What? Why? Just put it together. Well, parts got to come from this place and this place. Yeah, man. So that's the same in like we're racing, like and sometimes you just not get shit.
Yeah, well, a lot of our stuff is made in the U.S.
Right.
Like Australia, like when Dave comes over, they'll get a big, him and some other guys, they're pitching in to get a big container full of tires and whatever they can to ship over there, because things are so expensive over there. But anyways,
yeah, tires expensive.
what you think? Are like the tires that we usually get are how much are those 704s now?
$130 or so.
$130, yeah.
Not bad. That's
And but like a late model tire, when I was running late models, they were like 180 a piece, and now they're like closer to 250, I think. They're like 240 or something a piece. And that sounds, oh yeah, well it's a tire. No, we to win. Most people put fresh ones on every week.
Yeah.
If you race 2 nights a week, you're buying probably 6 tires.
When at the 600, the first night, I run third in the 200 lapper, and 3 of my tires were just completely bald, and the left front, which gets the least use, it was only good for my worst spare. If I just needed something to hold air for another 30 laps maybe, but you weren't going to run it again either.
Yeah, mine were all in the cords.
Yeah.
But I go to some cheaper ones. So some of our classes will run asphalt pull-off tires,
right.
and we can groove them. Right, we get a fucking big old hot iron with this deal on it, and we put our own grooves in them. And that's a pretty common deal, and we do that even with like the tires already come grooved. We put extra grooves in them and cut them. It's for all that heating and cooling and that sort of thing with the
And
tire.
like running locally at Highway 19, we do a 20-lap main event, and I run the same right rear pretty much all year long, which I didn't make every race there.
Yeah.
But we took it and we just grooved it on deeper down.
Yeah, so some tracks don't wear out tires much, and you can get away with it.
The soil, or is it wet soil? Or is it?
So they wet it out, and it's usually like a clay, like a sticky clay,
Right.
something that's gonna hold together good, and they'll wet it down, and so you start out the night, and it's usually damp, it's sticky. We call it tacky.
So you're gonna go through.
Yeah.
Initially, you wheel pack. You go out there, and a lot of times it's a bit sloppy at that point. And so all the cars on the track, and you drive around on it. Yeah, drive around on it real slow until it packs the water out of it, and so you get something that has some bite in it. And then you'll hot lap, and in hot lap it might still be a little goopy or whatever. But the thing is, by the time your heat races happen, they want it to have moisture in it, but be really firm and get good bite. So then you go through that, and then a lot of places by main event time, it's pretty much cycled through, and it's just dry and hard, and maybe even taking rubber, so it's more like asphalt sometimes even.
Yeah, they call it a dry slick, and you'll see it's just packed in, and you'll see it starting to change in colors, and it's just like you got to be easy on the gas because you'll spin. It's weird. It's weird. It's like driving. And I don't like using the phrase slick as ice anymore after racing on ice, because that's a fucking different thing than what we got on. But it's like, it's just driving on something that's just super slick. You know what I mean? Like putting baby powder on concrete. You're stepping on, your foot's gonna slide.
But then
it's that type of.
And then if that happens, maybe at the beginning of main events, toward the end of main events, you start hearing tires squall and stuff, because they'll start putting rubber down on that slick track. They've been sliding on it, and rubber will get, and then it starts getting fast again. He starts getting bite back, and you got to have a car that
you got to stay on top of all this with your setup, because at the beginning of the night your car is set up for a track that's hooking up, and then if it's getting slick, then you got to free the car up to where it'll actually turn, and it's just there's a lot to it. It's considered a redneck sport, but you gotta be pretty smart to figure a bunch of it out, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why I don't ever win.
He's like, I'm just here for a good time.
I'm not changing nothing. The track will come to me.
Hey, you say redneck sport, but anymore, man, you get up in divisions to the late models and stuff, and them guys.
Oh, we're talking about $1 million haulers.
Yeah.
Just one car race ready is $100,000 or something. It's ridiculous.
I know it's a hot topic. Some people like it and some people don't. But with the flow racing, so many streaming services showing the races. That
Yeah.
helps with sponsorship for
Yeah.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
not going to weigh in whether it hurts local tracks or anything like that, but it damn sure.
Well, I will say this on the streaming service side of it, like I do a lot with Racin. That's who we did the documentary through and everything. Is say it's a $40 a month subscription, right? You can watch anything that's on their site, whether it's live or whatever's going on that month in previous. But $20 of that goes to the track you're choosing. So and flow racing and places don't do that, but I do know that a lot of like flow racing and dirt vision or whatever I think one of those might not be there anymore. Anyway, they buy the rights to certain events or certain series, things like that. I forget what it was because like the Chili Bowl used to always be on MAV TV, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the A-Mains used to be, you used to switch over to MAV TV. So Flow Racing had bought it's a week-long indoor race in Oklahoma with midgets.
Oh, well,
Midget cars.
Midget cars. Only one that drives, but that's actual midget. But
Rico Abreu.
he's a little person.
And
I don't want to offend him.
And he's fast as shit
Oh,
too.
fucking, he's won it.
Yeah.
Anyway, and a buddy of mine, when he won and his girlfriend picked him up, an older guy that's a buddy of mine, he goes, if my girlfriend would have picked me up like that in front of my friends, I said, don't you ever do that shit to me. And I just always thought that was a funny deal. But anyways, like, they buy the rights for that whole week of racing, you know. And then I guess Mad TV bought the rights just for the A-Main or whatever, the feature, the main race. But, you're talking thousands of dollars, for that kind of thing. But I think Flow Racing's got to where they do the whole thing, from what I understand. But I know I don't have a subscription, nothing, because I'm poor.
I thought did you race on?
No, I still got Race
I
on,
was to say
but I mean they helped me out considering that
you're the superstar.
they had a documentary about me. So they helped me out, so you get that kind of stuff,
perks.
Yeah, it's perks. Because I was like, how am I going to watch this? I don't have a subscription.
Gotcha.
we were talking about having a watch party out here on the big screen back there on the movie screen, and we're like, who's got it? Who's got it? Based on it. And Billy's like, I'm gonna call him and see if I can get it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. So then I tried to log it in because they got a good app, and I was like, I used to have it, but then I wasn't ever watching it because like I just go to the races. If it's a race I want to watch, we're usually there or racing it, one of the two. It's like going to an open mic and not going up there to do anything. You're just going there.
Just like that.
Yeah, why not go then? That's why I don't go a lot to the open mics, because unless if I feel like going up there, then that's what I'm going for. I'm not going up there for any other reason. Like when I used to have classic car stuff. I don't like going to a car show without having something there. Right. I don't like going to the races without having something there.
I like going to comedy though without getting up.
Yeah, well. Mm-hmm. Well, you was doing that before. The first time I ever even went to one, I got up there.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous.
Yeah.
But I usually have to have about 6 or 7 or 8 beers, or 9 beers, maybe 10 beers or something like that, and then I go up there. And then my last phone broke, and I had all of my jokes on there, and I had a bunch of new ones on there that was really good. Probably my best stuff. I feel like fucking phone crashed, lost all of it. I don't remember none of them, not a one of them. But so I just don't go back.
Speaking of perks.
Oh, perks.
Well, if you ever go back, tell Shao I'm sorry.
Alright.
Let me back.
we go back every Sunday, or every Monday now we've been going. So this is from Top Shelf Motorsports. It's body mount brackets, but he sent them over for us to check out, and I wanted to wait and do it live for him here on this. I said we'd do the unboxing. This isn't really unboxing.
Yeah.
But
send the shit in the boxes, so it's more dramatic.
He grabbed that shit. He said, I don't know you're going to open this during your show, so I'll make sure.
Yeah,
right?
You'll never get this open.
So, but all this stuff is starts as sheet metal.
You got it? You need help, I'll get somebody.
Right. I think they have it.
Body clip there.
Yeah, he wanted to, keep that.
Alright.
So,
That's a quality wrap right there.
that is.
Tell you what, if anything, the wrap, just if you need something wrapped and shipped, call him.
Top shelf motorsports. But this stuff is not just like angle iron, and it's all pre-drilled. There we go. Did you get a razor blade too? What does that have?
No.
Is that aluminum?
Yeah.
Wait on me.
So we got,
Boy, that's airlight right there.
So it what it's for, because we put aluminum bodies on these cars, and this is, you run a brace from the frame
Right.
out to these, but these are all pre-cut links. He's got a modified set and a stock car set, and I think these are for the quarters on the modified. Yeah, there's uppers and lowers for the quarters on the modifieds, and a set for each side.
tell you what, I like that the hole's already drilled, because that's usually
Well,
the part that I hate fucking with.
Yeah, and he sent us a clip here just because he wanted to show how well that the clips clip into the size holes that he uses,
Yeah,
and
perfect.
so
That's usually what I get wrong. I try putting a clip,
right.
and then then I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to make a bigger hole.
And then the stock car set comes with one set for the quarters and some little shorties to go up to the nose on the
Yeah.
on the outside of the nose, and then of course more door ones. So thank you, Bill Williker,
Thank you.
for sending those out.
Super nice guy. I know you'd met him before.
Yeah,
And then I met him up there at the Deal with Day Motorsports, and super nice guy.
Top Shelf Motorsports. Get a hold of him and get your stuff. He had some radiator screens and stuff.
Those
that
things are pretty sweet. He had all kinds of racks for your trailer, like put all kind like your
Oh.
balloons, and I know you know what I'm talking about, like gear sets and
shock.
fucking
He
fuel
had
jug. I think they had a fuel jug.
Yeah.
Now? Like all
and
kinds
shock.
of shit.
He had
Oh
some
yeah, the shock, the deals
the
with
sh-
the
that,
shock,
that would actually take the stock
stock ones. and-
mount with
yeah,
the T on them and all that still down in there. And
it looked badass.
yeah, he had some awesome.
All aluminum welded, nice looking.
Awesome stuff. So I think I'm going to use the stock car one on the factory stock probably.
Yeah.
And then we're probably, even though it's not a modified, going to end up putting the modified one on the wagon, I think.
More than likely.
And
yeah.
we'll try and do a video on that when we do it.
Yeah.
But we sure appreciate Bill sending
Hell
this
yeah.
stuff out.
Well, I mean, he's got a good first name, you know.
Yeah.
And,
I have a lot of friends named Bill.
You do, Bill or Chris? I feel like is there two
Yeah.
two main names for people anywhere around you.
So
Now,
anyway.
is the reason the Frank they drill the holes, y'all bolt everything up,
Yeah.
is before when shit fucks up, you can pop it out, put another one in.
Yeah, because you know you're talking about we're in a contact sport.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So a lot of times you want like the whole side of the car to unbolt, and you can take it off at the track real quick, hammer some dents out, kick them out, whatever you got to do, bolt it right back up.
Right.
At the 600 when it's a 2-day race.
He took his whole body off.
Yeah, I took my whole body off just to do a nut and bolt check on the car. After the first night, we'd run 200 laps, and so I had the next morning my car was just a chassis sitting there with no body on it. But that way you can just get into all the nuts and bolts you want
Right.
to get in, get all that tightened
Makes
up,
it easy to
and,
work on.
put the body back.
Because you know the outside's gonna get fucking crashed eventually
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So
Right. They even make a lot of people are going to them now. It's called stacks or whatever, but it's plastic panels. They're like pre-cut plastic, like quarter panels and doors. That way, it's not just getting dented. They just pop in and pop out. Now I can't afford that shit, and then they don't come in. I have run a certain blue, but they don't have one in blue, so I just kind of do whatever. I just get my blue sheet metal.
I have a picture of my car running the original 600 that I went to, beside a guy with just a sheet of tin. Just had the corrugated tin down the sides of his car. That was, and he had some orange on it. Like, it didn't look bad. Like, they'd done okay.
I seen a
with
picture of
it.
that car online the other day. My friend Cody Robbins from Louisiana, he was running a factory stop, and he always just has like spray painted numbers, right, or duct tape numbers. But he's like badass. He's a guy to beat if he shows up. And I mean, he's run sprint cars, and he's been running wing modifieds last year and stuff like that, and some limiteds for some people. But even his wing modifieds, just like plain duct tape number on it or something. And if he does get decals made, I make fun of him.
Yeah.
We showed up to Fred Lobster, and he had his little Nissan truck that had sticker numbers on it. And I was like, out of everything, all these $high cars, you put it on this for the Fred Lobster race. But anyway, he used to have a barn tin door on the side of his factory stock and got DQ'd for it. But I don't understand the reason for it. But he was like winning in that car. Like, there's pictures of him in Victory Lane with a fucking barn tin on the side. And this is a class that's like the most competitive class anywhere around here.
Probably too thin. That stuff's really thin. So if technically it's probably thinner than
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Well, somebody the rules it has to be presentable. I guess, or some, you know what I mean? And maybe they was just bitching about that. I wouldn't have DQ'd him. The fans loved it.
Yeah. But
You know, he DQ'd from that race. It was a big race. I want to say it was that 10K race years ago. And he left there, and then I think he went to another track and won that night. He was like, fuck you then. Went on there and won another track. But, yeah, he's always doing the minimum to make the car look good, but it's always fast.
do the midgets jelly wrestle?
I don't know. We'll find out next month. Well, there's the midget wrestling up at the lake here next month.
We're gonna
on a Tuesday.
We might go
invite me to is a midget wrestling.
Okay, well, I think
Yeah, Tuesday.
it's on a Tuesday, so we may try and go live while the midget wrestling is going on.
Yeah.
Just right from
That's gonna get out of hand.
the resort
Yeah.
Where's it at?
at the Lake Palestine Resort.
Oh yes, we got resorts out here.
Right
We
down
ain't got no
there.
resorts in Nagados.
Well, we call it it's some RV park, but it has a store there at it, and they have concerts, you know, bands and stuff like. Pretty cool spot, really. But
They have. I've said of all places, that place needs a reality show. I don't know quite how they do it, but a lot of their customers just really chip in. Like when they're closing down at night, their customers are cleaning up, and they're like, and I'm just like, they have their whole.
I don't even know who works there.
You don't know who works there and who doesn't. No. But there's just a whole, because there's so many of them live out there and all that, and I'm like, they need to have a reality show in there.
What was that one show that was kind of like that? It was like the Myrtle Beach or some shit or whatever. It was like some kind of RV park, and it was really colorful. I don't remember what it was, but everybody there was fucking out the frame nuts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know about that one.
But it was some shit in Florida.
Yeah, Florida Trailer Park. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't think it lasted long, but it was.
Call them cousins. They're my cousins. They're my family.
Okay. I thought they looked familiar, but yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the name. It was like Myrtle Beach Manor, maybe, or no?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach Manor, and like you hear Myrtle Beach, you think, oh, it's gonna be high luxury. No, it's little green trailers.
It was like the antique travel trailers. They were all painted real colorful. Don't get me wrong. It was like they were fixed up a little bit, but it was kind of like it was white trash. I'm not gonna say it wasn't white trash, but it was a white trash. It was just fancier, I think, almost.
It's a royal bloodline of white trash down there.
Yeah.
They used to have some dog catcher reality show one time.
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
And no.
Oh.
Actual dogs, and my buddy's pit guy and his wife got arrested. We got to watch them get arrested on TV because I don't know, they weren't taking care of their dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, face palm. I don't know them.
I don't know.
Everybody knows you do, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Well, we're not that close.
Yeah, we're not. That's his pit guys.
Yeah. They're wearing your race shirt.
Right. When I quit I didn't quit. I got fired from Palatich Electric. But when I left there, they make you turn your all your shirts back in, your work shirts. They give you all you want the whole time, but
Yeah.
when you leave, they want all of them back. And I saw why one day when there was a lawn crew had 2 guys had their work shirts on and a lawn crew out there mowing, and I'm like, well, now I see why they want their shirts back always.
So when I worked at Killian's Collision in Palestine, they always give us shirts. Like once a month, we got new shirts, and it was always like a different color for whatever cancer deal, and they would put it up or whatever. Group picture. You know, it's the dreaded group work picture that nobody wanted to take. A few times they had to Photoshop people in, or I did. I did. Even after I quit there, they would message me, "Hey, so and so wasn't here. Can you Photoshop them into the picture?" I don't work there no more. You know what I mean? But anyway, I had left my truck there over the weekend one time when we went racing. My dad come by and picked me up in my dually with the wagon. We went to Waco. Well, I just left it there over the weekend. I was like, I'm just gonna ride there, Monday, whatever the case was. Show up Monday, truck's gone. Right? So, fuck. So we go back and we're going back on the videos on the camera, and luckily there's a camera pointed right at the truck. We see somebody in a Killian's hoodie coming up. Well, they give shirts and shit out to everybody. Like they're in the parade. They get like 1,000 shirts every time there's a parade, and just giving them out. So I was like, well, this doesn't narrow it down at all. So we're trying to figure out if it was somebody that was working there just fucking with me. So I'm like asking, I was like, all right, where's my truck? And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, damn. It ended up being crackheads, of course. And what was real fucked up about that is they broke into my truck earlier, stole all the shit that they could get out of it, came back and stole my truck in my own hoodie. Yeah.
Well, they're trying to, that way on camera they thought maybe it looked like you.
Yeah, well, the dude was about a foot taller. So, and a crackhead.
The man used your merch against you.
Yeah, my pants don't shine from being so fucking nasty. You know what I mean? It was fucked up. Yeah, never thought I'd get my truck stolen by my own shirt.
I had to fix a bucket truck one time when I worked at Paveltich, and I didn't need to take it for a test drive, but I did. I didn't live very far from there, and it had the orange vest behind the seat and everything, so I went ahead and stole some cable. I
don't know why'd you get fired?
Put that orange vest on. Right.
Yeah, why'd you get fired, Lee?
Nah, it wasn't over that.
Oh, shit.
Skinny's Automotive.
Oh, yeah, make sure if you're in Bakersfield, California,
Go to Skinny's
go to
Automotive.
Skinny's Automotive.
Go over there and get your stuff fixed. If you go late enough in the evening, you can get him fixed some, you might catch him cooking too.
Yeah. If you see smoke coming, it's not a car, it's him cooking.
Yeah. And it's good
Holy
food.
shit.
He's cooking tamales. What's he cooking over there?
Whatever.
Tri-tip is his thing. We have tri-tip out there in California.
Did he come over
What
for the
the fuck
600
is a
this
tri-tip?
year and cooked it in a fucking barrel? Well, yeah, that's what I said. What the fuck's tri-tip?
I can't remember exactly
That's
where
three
the,
tips.
where
I've never
the,
even seen double tip.
Right?
I can't, I don't remember exactly where the
It's
cut,
not like our brisket, but it's.
but it's not from the brisket. It's a different cut. And it's a triangle shape. It might, I don't know.
Does it come from a cow?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're on a cow. All right.
It's beef.
All right.
It's beef, and it started as a really cheap piece of meat, but now it's gotten more popular, and so it's a little more expensive. But if you cook it like low and slow, man, it's good. And Skinny cooks it in a barrel, uses a barrel for a smoker,
As you would.
basically, and just vertical. He was coming out here, so I made him a tray. He just puts charcoal in it, lets it get hot, puts the lid on it, and he fed everybody all weekend at Lone Star 600, and the Australians loved it, man. They'd come rolling up about lunch and dinner time.
Oh,
So,
yeah. He was feeding like 40 people, I think.
Yeah,
every night.
it was-
Yeah.
Man, I hear the Australians really dig our food over here, man. Like, they,
Well, my buddies that they come over, they really like the Mexican food because there's no Mexican food over there. They got Taco Bell,
Man,
And I don't even know
you
if that's
Mexican
the same.
restaurant in Australia, you'd be a billionaire.
But there was one over there, and we didn't go. We almost went one night, and he was, we were talking about it or whatever. He was like, you can really tell us if it's good or not, But I was like, I don't know if I want to try something that's that far away. First off, I didn't see one Mexican the whole time.
I'm already suspect.
But I just know like even if you get up even just close to Oklahoma, it's a significant downgrade on Mexican food.
But
And you're talking about going all the way across the other side of the world. It's like this is gonna suck. They don't even have the ingredients to make queso over there.
a friend of mine's dad was moving out of Bakersfield, California one time, and I go, where are you going? He goes, I don't know. I'm just going to hold a taco out the window and drive till somebody says, what's that?
Welcome to Utah.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, you're not wrong. Cause you get as far as Dallas and you start seeing it. Depending on what part of Dallas you're in, you're not even gonna get good Mexican food there. And the more south you get though, the closer you get to that border, man, that Mexican food starts to hit.
I got a lot of friends around Corpus, and they even say up here sucks. And
And they ain't wrong.
I'm like, hey, I know some good spots. You know what I mean? But you got to know the right spots.
It's definitely different than what we get out in Bakersfield. The telltale sign for me is if I order an enchilada and they say, what sauce do you want on it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, tacos, please. I want tacos. That's out there. Like you
Well, I'll tell
get
you what
enchilada
place-
sauce. That's what comes on enchiladas.
Yeah, I'll tell you a place in Louisiana that puts Wolf brand chili on there. that we all ate at Saturday.
Saturday,
So
yeah.
good.
Y'all's might have been good.
Just amazing.
Mine sucked. And it was fucked up because I got a sweet tea, which is, my go-to non-alcoholic drink at a restaurant. Sweet tea. I tasted it. I was like, I can almost chew the dirt up in this fucking glass, right? Get a Dr. Pepper, same. It still tastes like shit. And I'm like, fuck, this is terrible. And then, Lee points out they got a big sign in there that says, don't drink the water. Which is a mixture there. I was like, well, I would have seen that shit before, man, Like they think it's a joke, but no, it's really the water there sucks.
Our drinks were all served in styrofoam cups. Billy got the only one out of plastic washable cups, and I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe it's just from what they're washed
They
in.
washed
too.
it in the ditch out front.
We go there because we like it. He had the worst experience there. It was
And I asked for, I didn't want no rice. I wanted double beans. Got double rice, no beans. Got Wolf brand chili, and I know Wolf brand chili. I've been broke most of my life, right?
You know the taste.
I know Wolf brand.
There's no mistaking
There's
Wolf
no
brand chili.
mistaking it. That's exactly what was on those enchiladas.
You ever have somebody try to tell you it's Wolf brand chili and it be some Hormel?
I'll be mad as a motherfucker. I got Hormel. Somebody say, "Oh, Hormel's better than Wolf brand." I got about this far into it. I said, "Ah, what the fuck is this? You can't put enough cheese in that motherfucker."
My favorite drunken poor boy meal though is to take about 3 or 4 of them little microwave burritos
Oh shit.
and just put a couple slices of cheese, or cover it with slices of cheese, and then pour a can of chili over that, and just eat it with a. And
That is a
then
3 a.m. drunken stupid right there.
And you wake up the next morning and you're just like, what did I do?
Dude, every time me and my brother get drunk at the shop, which is usually about once a month, twice a month, about once a week, something like that, and we get real fucked up. And it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll finally run out of beer, and Jesse goes home, goes in his house, and starts eating in the living room or the kitchen or whatever. And the next day, his old lady gets mad as hell. He's like, "Why is there rice all in the?" He's like, he said the last time there was a bottle of ranch left in the chair and stuff, and she's all mad at him. Like every time he just makes a huge mess of whatever he eats when he gets home.
If he goes home.
If he
The
is.
shop, okay, they live on family land, I guess you.
Yeah.
So their race car shop How far is it from Jesse's house? Further than yours, maybe, but
Yeah, it's
100 yards.
you know, a 16th of a mile, but it's like 100 yards of the woods, probably.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you gotta
Who the
drive.
hell
around.
knows a 16th of a mile? How do you even know? How far is a 16th of a
I
mile?
checked it on.
But yeah, he'll get. He doesn't have to be on public roads, but he'll get drunk at the shop and just stay in his truck and not even go home.
Yeah, well, last month, TJ came up, our buddy come up from Corpus area, right? And he came up, and so we're drinking. I'd been kind of sick, so I didn't stay. I stayed up like 3. I didn't say I stayed up late. I stayed up like 3. And then they kept on drinking, right? Well, I had a guy dropping off a race car at my shop.
Almost fucked you.
Easy. He was dropping off a race car. I was going to put a new body on the next, you know, whatever. So he's driving off at like 9 in the morning, which is really early for me. And anyways, I get up at like 8 o'clock to go up to the shop. They're still up drinking. They never went to bed or nothing. And I'm like, please don't talk to this guy when he gets here, you know.
All natural too. Not no.
Jesse's like, I didn't drink myself sober. Like, no, you haven't, dude. You just said that while standing in a circle. You know, he's over like, yeah, I'm sober. Yeah, dude. Yeah, please don't talk to this guy. Of course, he's out there backing him out of his trailer. They do. Which car are you backing out? You know, but yeah. So they get all drunk, and then the dude leaves, whatever. Jesse's like, I'm gonna go take me a nap. Well, he goes off in the woods where our deer camp is, which is like where we just kind of basically we party there for opening weekend of deer season or any other reason. It's just something in the woods where we go party, right? He goes back there and takes like a 3 or 4 hour nap. Then he wakes up, don't even remember why he's there. He's like, I don't even know where I'm at. I say, why not go home? Go to your bed, dude. Like, what are you doing?
So it's damn near 8. Is there anything you want to cover do you have any upcoming?
Man, I don't have anything upcoming. They can follow me on Facebook.
Yeah.
I accidentally deleted my TikTok too soon. I should have held on.
Should
Should have held in there.
Right.
I deleted this shit the next day, like, oh, we're gonna bring it back. I'm like, mother.
You can't bring it back though? It won't
No,
let
I
you
won't let
bring
me
it
bring it back. Not until whatever bullshit band the company that owns, I think it's Bite Source or someplace that owns TikTok. Until they can do business in the U.S., you cannot download off the platform.
Hey, I just got that new phone. I got TikTok on it
How the fuck you do that? Well, how long ago did you download it?
yesterday.
Mother.
Now, what I did?
Samsung. I look like a Samsung too.
It's Android. What I did is I transferred all my stuff from one phone to another.
Oh, so it still had the app there though. So
Maybe.
you never deleted it.
Oh.
See, it holds the storage in the the Android system. Will hold the storage kind of like Apple. I told this said goodbye China.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was like, well, I don't know. Well, it's good riddance, you know what I mean? I didn't need this app no way. Then the next day it come back and was, oh shit, now my addiction's kicking in. I want it back.
Yeah.
I started scratching like this. Oh, I need TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to watch all these conspiracy theories about nothing.
Dude, I will waste 4 hours of my day, 30 seconds to 3 minutes at a time.
Oh, I've watched multiple movies 30 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
I was not a healthy TikTok user.
Oh,
I got into the
I'll take the longest shit you ever seen in your life on TikTok.
to the bad cop one for a little while where they bait the cops in. They're doing, you know, they don't. I say bait them in, but they know what the cops are going to do wrong, you know, and they go up there. They're like, you can't be filming here, and they get them to arrest them or whatever, and then they beat the shit out of them in court when it comes about for them doing bad arrests.
I get caught up watching people digging up like arrowheads. It's the most boring thing in the world. It's like they get so excited about it, then I'm excited about it. Oh, it's a fucking whatever. And they're like describing. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, you got that son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Or what? It ain't even broke, dude. Like I'm just like pumped about it. But I don't know. I won't go do that.
They better
but-
put that son of a bitch back.
Yeah. Yeah. Your family's cursed forever, but that's awesome, dude. That's awesome for you. Hey,
This is a burial ground.
GT said he slept in a truck at Mazzell Racing headquarters before. Yeah, GT has. GT don't drink a lot, but sometimes we get him out there drinking, and then he has to stay the night in his Suburban, whichever Suburban that may be. And then look, good day from the Canadian.
Good day, mate.
That's from the Canadian.
Oh, it's
That's
the
our
Canadian?
Canadian
Oh.
guy.
I wasted it. Oh,
And there's Brad. What's up, guy? Brad, he wants to come do stand up one day.
come on. I mean, yeah, you go do Tyler. I can't go yet. But
Yeah.
I wish you luck. I'm working on that. Eventually,
We're gonna start a
the other day.
petition.
Huh?
Start a petition.
Yeah.
Free Brandon.
Free
Free
Brandon.
Brandon.
Reinstate Brandon. He's sorry.
Yeah. he whoops. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Oops.
I call them whoopsie daisies.
But I didn't even really do nothing. I didn't like, it's not like I did anything.
Yeah.
I said I was gonna do some shit. Man, I say shit all the time.
yeah.
I told my wife I was gonna take out the trash yesterday. I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's still there. Ain't it? You drove an hour and a half over here. It's still ain't trash.
Still there. I mean, just because I say I'm gonna do some shit, I tell my boss I'm gonna do some shit all the time.
I tell Lee all the time I'm gonna do something, and hey, what'd you do? I didn't do all that shit I was talking about. It's way too early for that. I woke up at 10:30.
Right?
11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing about comedy. That's the only thing I want out of comedy is just not to have to punch a clock no more.
Well, I quit my job a year and a half ago, and it was a great decision. I don't have a family or kids. Like I don't have I'm not married. I don't have kids on debt, other than that phone now. But that's what helped on that, not having debt. But fuck, dude, I get to do whatever I want. I got to go to Australia.
See, that's cool.
You know what I mean? But I had to. It's harder to get money built up.
Right.
Like right now, I'm in the middle of saving to get back to Australia. Well, it's a little tough. I don't have a steady paycheck. You know what I mean? I get a little money from Facebook. It's not a ton. It's probably most people spend more on groceries a month than what I get paid on Facebook.
Right.
So I'm doing side jobs. I'm selling a little stuff here. I'm gonna also scrap my metal off. I'm gonna, whatever I can come up with to get a little money here and there. But then again, I'm not spending a lot. You know what I mean? Except on crawfish. That's my
Hey,
biggest
man,
expense right now.
You got to spend on that one. That's just crawfish is like cocaine.
It's priorities. My priority is, and that's.
We give up cocaine for crawfish.
I would.
I was trying to help him because I record. He's only got his phone. He doesn't have a computer, and so he's got like 5,000 followers on YouTube from that puppy video.
Yeah.
Because he posted it there.
Puppy video, man, a puppy video will do it quick, fast, in a hurry. That's,
So
that's the secret.
give my nephew a puppy for trick or treating. Fucking blew up everywhere.
Really?
But all of his followers, not all of them, half of them are over 65, and half of those are women. And so it's not really. I told him
up to see them.
I'm like maybe you can sell that channel to somebody that like needs that demographic.
Yeah. I just started that YouTube like 2 weeks before that. I had 16 followers, and then I had a video go viral on there, and it get like fucking over 5,000 followers, and none of them follow Racin. I'll tell you that. But
so I've been putting the videos on there. I do clips and post this whole thing and do some clips, and he's been steadily losing followers since I've been trying to help.
well, that's fine. I've been even on Facebook. I've been losing some recently. Like I was telling you about this. It'll go up and down and whatever. Even though I'm constantly got new followers, I'm losing some, which is totally fine because that video was like 18 million views on Facebook.
Damn.
And I got like 20,000 new followers on there, right? Well, I got nearly 145,000 followers on Facebook. So 20,000 followers of people that don't know what the fuck anything about what we're doing. they don't like me saying fuck a bunch.
Yeah, they don't like the F word.
Yeah.
I don't like it cuss too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's, you know, I mean,
I say fuck a lot.
I like to say it's a nice word. It's a good comment.
It's useful
Yes.
in most fucking situations.
They want us to, don't women want us to express ourselves? Is
Right.
that not expressing yourself? I feel expressed when I say fuck.
I feel fucking expressive.
Thank you.
But, so, I said, I don't care if I lose all of those followers back, as long as it gets me on shit, because it got my algorithm all fucked up. So, like doing the live stuff, like we used to get a fuck ton of followers, you know, it'd be like 30,000, 40,000 views on a live, and then now we're like 4,000 or 5,000, maybe 10,000 on a real good day.
Yeah.
So, and it's because the damn video, really.
Right. Yeah.
You know, yeah, I made a little bit of money off of it because it went viral. I'm not gonna bitch about that, but it also, like, in the long run, it kind of fucked me. And that's the weird things that you don't think about on social media. If you're monetized or you're trying to build it, you gotta really feed into whatever you're like. If I wasn't in a niche group of racing, it probably wouldn't have bothered me at all. But since we're, you know, this is a racing page, we talk about mostly race and stuff. And then I was like, oh, this video's going viral on TikTok. I'm gonna post it on here where I know I can make a little bit of money. Well, then it fucked me.
Yeah, you did make some money on it, but then
Yeah.
the next month and the next month.
Did I save any of that? No.
Why would I do that?
No. Fuck no. I don't even know where any of that went.
I always get a kick out of, I get probably my generation and older, but they talk about all that easy internet money, you know, and I'm just like, dude, it is not like he's fairly successful or the most successful person. Him and my other buddy Billy, I guess they're both.
It's a Billy thing.
Yeah, and like I got 60,000 followers on TikTok, and just like I don't make very much money. I mean, you got to be hustling that
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta
if you're-
hustle. You can't just let it slide. There was a
And-
comedian that does TikTok. That Kyle. Have you ever seen Kyle Kidd?
I don't know.
He's about me, but a little wider. He's from Arkansas. He's got that Arkansas drawl, and he does good. He dresses up like a woman. I ain't really, you know. I mean, but he actually looks like one of my aunts when he dresses up like a woman. So I'm like, hey, is that Aunt Linda? And like almost, and when he's smoking a cigarette, it's like, oh shit, that's Aunt Linda.
Yeah, when'd she get on Facebook?
And when TikTok went off, I'm just like, I didn't delete it. It's still there, and I still put something on it every now and then. But I've just been trying to get everything moved over to YouTube. And
Yeah, YouTube and Facebook, and I just ain't figured out, man, I gotta figure out the character. I ain't figured it out yet. And I also ain't spent a whole lot of time in it. I usually when I post on the reels, it's because I'm in a mood. I'm just fired up.
Yeah.
I can't go inside and yell at my kids. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm in the truck. So.
Well, the thing about, I think anything about building a social media deal is just don't quit. Like it's really easy to go, fuck, I've been doing this for 4 months.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing going on. Like there's nobody following me, and it sucks. And you're just talking to nobody, or you're not getting nothing. But if you keep it up, something is gonna. You gotta just keep the same energy, and you gotta eventually something's gonna keep. Like I told a bunch of people, the Infield Tractor Tire. I started that in like October of 2019, right? You know, and I'm just like, and I was kind of anonymous on it too. So when I first started, because I was just talking shit mostly, making really specific posts about stuff to fuck with my friends. Anyway, well, by January of 2020, I finally hit 1,000 followers, right? So I'd been posting for a while, you know, and I had some pretty good stuff out there, and sharing it, you know, got it built up to 1,000 followers. And then by like the end of February or beginning of March, I had like 10,000 followers. By May, it was like 20,000 followers. It's like, now I had COVID. COVID helped me out a lot, I think, because that was during COVID stuff. People were on their phones more, maybe. I don't know. But I still grow about that many followers a year. You know, I mean, we're at, what, at 100, nearly 145,000 now, and I've got a name for myself now. I get to go do cool stuff. I go to fucking Australia. I get to go do ice racing in Wisconsin. I get to go do some cool shit. I'm going to Florida at the end of the month. But you gotta just stick with it. Like even the times where it sucked now, it'll eventually circle around.
Right.
It'll pick back up.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part, is sticking with it, because it's way easy if you're. And I don't know if you deal with stuff like I do. It's like it's real easy for me to get depressed about something where it's not doing right.
Hell yeah, with somebody going your way.
You know, like when you're up on stage and you're not getting no laughs, even if people are thinking it's funny and they're just like not laughing, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the crowd just sucks and they're not laughing out loud, and you're just like, "Fuck my life. This is the worst day of my life." Right? Well, I get that a lot, and I'll get it at like 2 months at a time, and then all of a sudden, it's just you start seeing stuff going up, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, things are rolling good now, we're doing good. And that's the hardest part, is sticking through that fucking shit part of it.
The funny thing about YouTube was I was gonna start another channel, or it's still on there, but because I thought, well, I've abandoned that other one for a couple of years. I used to do a lot when we first built the boat and stuff, and it's probably just deflated and whatever. And then hell, I pulled it back up and looked at the graph. It's still been growing without me. And I'm just like, oh, I need to go ahead and get back on there and kind of turn that graph up a little more, you know.
Right.
And so I went back to it and just been trying to post stuff on there, and it's helping.
I still think the other one you should do stuff on that too.
Yeah, I probably will, but it's hard to do because it's going to be really niche to the.
Well, that's one of those deals where you do a bunch of videos in one day, and then you peter them out.
Yeah, because I don't have anything to do for it right now. I've been working on them damn bridle racks for.
Off-season racing is the only time I don't have nothing. Like I haven't been making no videos, which other than my phone being fucked up, I haven't making no videos.
Yeah.
And then I sit there and look at my dad on Facebook. It's like, and I'm like, it's because of me. It's not. I can't bitch at Facebook about this. This is me not putting my shit out there. Because reels, you can make some fucking. You can get some views on reels.
Well, not,
really.
and he's got an awesome Bigfoot costume too. So we have Bigfoot, and then
I used to do good. That was funner than the Infield Tractor Tire.
And we
stuff.
have-
It just didn't
and we-
take off when.
And we have two race cars that we talk, which mine I went to fire up the other day and didn't start up. I got to get Chris over here.
Nothing I own, Cranks.
But
I was lucky to get over here in the Tahoe.
we at least drive them around the backyard and make some videos. One of my biggest videos was me just ripping from the back to the front of the. I put a different caption on it 3 or 4 times and run the piss out of it, man.
I got videos of my buddy using a leaf blower at the racetrack, blowing off the concrete slab where he parked. I posted it 3 different times. Every time it's like 1.5 million views.
Blown off concrete.
I'll just put a different caption on it. A bunch of videos over 1 million views, but it's like, that's the one, and I did that as a joke because I was trying to get rid of puppies, and so I said I was gonna give puppies away for Halloween as a joke, and so I did that video, and then it took off, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna post it on TikTok now. Really takes off on there, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'll just post it on the page I'm monetized on too, you know, like, and then YouTube and. You never know. That's why I tell people, post everything.
Right.
What the fuck is going on Facebook?
My alarm went off.
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. You get new phones.
And I
That's
had a
what
great
happens.
puppy joke too, damn it. I had one in the chamber.
Well, let's hear it. We still got other stuff
looks good
recording.
on
Anything I've learned from this conversation is you gotta get a puppy, you gotta give it to a kid, but you gotta teach the puppy how to say fuck.
My thinking is we need, since the leaf blower videos did good, we need to get a leaf blower and shoot a puppy out of it.
And just knock them down.
And I think that's the one. Oh, we're back. We're back good now.
And we're back.
But
We lost somebody on
Yeah.
the puppy joke though.
Well, we're at the end of things now. Any final thoughts here, or comments, questions, concerns? I know we bullshitted a bunch about everything.
Yeah, other than
This was fun.
like everything, we always end it. Follow everybody. Brandon Ryan, thank him for he
Thank
had
you.
a pretty good drive to get down here.
Yeah, pretty good drive. I did tag you on a post talking about this. So if you get on there, follow him.
Yep.
We're always doing shows in Nacogdoches. We do. Try to go out to Shreveport. Y'all go to Shreveport. Go to Tiki Bar
Yeah.
on Fridays.
Okay.
I mean, it's just they do comedy up there, but they do it's a bar.
Okay.
So.
We race not far from Shreveport.
Right.
So.
And sometimes I might be in Monroe this week for this Friday. I wish I'd have prepared, but I'm probably going to end up being with my wife because it's it's Valentine's Day. It just happens to be an anniversary day. So
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm like, you're going to go to comedy for anniversary, which means I leave you over there by yourself for about 45 minutes.
You're gonna love this.
It'd be great. We're going to take a long road trip, and there's going to be nothing that comes up, good in the end. So
Yeah. But
Jordyne Wagley, follow her on
on
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, she'll have a lot to say on there, just like today.
Always
Always.
can't keep her quiet.
Yeah, make sure you check out Top Shelf Motorsports, whichever camera we're looking at here.
Skinny's Automotive.
Skinny's Automotive, Comprehensive Motorsports. They always help us out of Shreveport.
Follow.
Brandon Ryan here, of course. Follow Dragonslayer on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook,
Yep.
Grinder, all that
all the
stuff.
important.
Of course, make sure you follow Infield Tractor Tire. Buy some merch so I can buy groceries.
And one of these days I'll have merch and y'all can buy it. We're not.
Speaking of merch, we
Yes,
give a quick one out to Addicted to Dirt too. Go
Addicted to Dirt.
Take the dirt.
I got
shop
the hat on.
shop-a2d.com.
Yeah. They got
Hey,
some
Addicted to
cool
Dirt,
shit.
send me a hat and I'll just say Addicted to Dirt 6 times a day.
Yeah.
Not
Look,
quickly,
I'm
though, 'cause if I say it quickly, I figure like I might be, it's,
well, you know what? I'm addicted to dick.
you're right.
You know, it's stutter on that one. But yeah, so make sure you follow everybody, and man, you're welcome back anytime you want to come out.
Man, I had a great time.
I
This
know
is
it's a
fun.
drive out here.
This is probably the funnest day I've had in a while.
Right, that's good. That's good. So anytime you want to come
And I'm
out,
always good to sit.
and
bullshit,
you need to
man.
come out to the races with us sometime.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come to the races.
We just fuck around.
Might have to wait till the warms up. Y'all, did y'all
Yeah, we
race
definitely
this
went.
summer?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
went.
we,
It's all summertime. We didn't even like. There's already some racing going on, but we
Yeah.
don't start till the end of next month,
Yeah, we go March 15th, March
22nd.
21st or 2nd,
Yeah.
and then we'll be up at Highway 19 some too. Right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind
Okay.
of local. Canton.
Yeah. So,
Canton. Those are short. Like our deals in March are enduros. One's a 500 lap deal and one's a 275 lap.
There's some big races that over close to Shreveport too,
Yeah.
and we let you know when there's something like that going on over there, since you go over there a bunch for stuff.
Yeah.
whatever.
No, let me know. I'll check it
There's
out.
like a 30,000 to win race that we can race in. So
That's-
we'll let you know. It's always a party after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That
it's
sounds like a
time.
good time right there.
Yeah. Well, we'll get out of here, and I thank y'all for watching.
Turn this thing off.
Right.
Shut it all down. Shut her down.
Somehow.